initially at university, or was it something you came to at a later stage?
Yeah, actually I came in later stage. Initially, in fact, my father he was in the army.
Okay.
So even I was interested in the army only. But when I was selected for the commission officer also in the Indian Army, but in the medical checkup they were telling you at a flat fee.
Okay.
So afterward they didn't allow me to join.
So no.
So I was studying after that. Then I got the opportunity about the advertisement.
So what did you study? Did you study?
I did my MSc in physics.
In physics, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. And that was in India, was it?
And afterward there was advertisement in the paper actually. During those times in airport authority they used to advertise for the aerodrome officer.
Okay.
So I applied, I got selected, then I was sent for the training. We have a training college, it's civil aviation training college in Allahabad. So we had 1 year training there. Then after I was posted in the as an air traffic controller in Kolkata airport.
Okay, in which airport? In Kolkata?
Kolkata.
Okay.
So basically I joined as an air traffic control officer.
So when was that? When did you join then? When did you actually join the civil aviation?
That was way back in 1990.
1990, okay.
Around 10 years.
Yeah, but you obviously love it. It's obviously, a job that,
And as an airport director, I mean the CEO of an airport, this was just about 3 years back only.
Okay.
There was an interview, I applied, I got selected.
Okay.
So since that I'm handling one airport, independent airport, it's Patna
Okay,
airport.
so that's just the one airport that comes under your remit, is Patna Airport, okay.
In India, we have got advantage that even the air navigation services, that comes under the same organization. So when I'm heading the airport, means the air navigation service also comes under me.
Okay, okay.
So that's the plus point.
Yeah. And do you work quite closely then with the other sort of regional airports around India? Do you share your information and your knowledge and your expertise? Or
Of course. In fact, in India, we are going to start the regional connectivity scheme.
Regional, oh yes, the regional connectivity scheme. Yes, I've heard about
So
that.
what happens, there are certain airports like near to my airport, one Darbhanga airport is coming up.
Yes.
Where we are going to start with a small airport, actually, small aircraft.
Yeah.
So from there, we will have a regional connectivity.
Okay, okay.
It's a remote area.
Yeah.
So even the terminal building, we are going to make a very small terminal building, just to handle about say 70 to 80 passengers.
Okay, also they are very small. Yeah, much
And
smaller.
later on, when the traffic increases, we may go for bigger building and all.
Okay,
But
okay.
this is going to start.
Yes. Okay, to help increase the links with people. And then, so I know you mentioned yesterday, does the airport, Patna Airport, currently have capacity, is it for 0.5 million passengers?
Right.
Okay.
Passenger capacity is only 0.5 million
But you have
passengers.
3 million passengers.
Yeah, exactly right. That's the challenge in which I was showing the presentation.
Yeah, which came across, but I just had to check that I got those figures right.
See, I'm not in the presentation you must have seen. It is not only about the terminal building. I mean, it's about the parking bay also.
Parking
we have
bays,
only
yeah,
4
which came
parking bays.
across. Yeah.
And even the runway construction we have already shown.
Yeah.
So in every respect there was constraint actually.
Yes. Yeah.
And in which way we have worked, we have certain introduced our own innovative idea.
Yeah.
Means in which way coordination take place between the ATC, between the airlines, between the security, so that the flow of passenger goes smoothly.
Yes.
So in this way we are doing that job.
Okay, and that's something that you'd say is pretty unique to Patna Airport.
Unique in the sense, recently in the last winter there was a huge flow of passengers and there was some flight was cancelled
Yes.
and some flight was diverted. So we cannot have a jam-packed type of situation in the terminal building. So we introduced a new thing. What happened? We introduced a D-2.
D-2.
In the terminal building means if anybody's passenger aircraft is say landing at 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
he will not be. If ETD is 12 o'clock, the departure time is 12 o'clock, he will not be allowed to enter the building before 10 o'clock.
Okay, yes, which you mentioned, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
okay. So it's making sure that the terminal doesn't get filled with passengers just coming too early.
And the same way in the security hold area also.
Yeah.
See, after security check, you go to the security hold area.
Yeah.
We made it D-1.
Okay.
In the sense means until your departure time is 1 hour before, you will not be allowed to
You
enter.
won't be allowed through that bit. Okay.
So in this type of technique we are applying until we come up with a new building which I have already shown you that it is going to come in somewhere in 2021.
2021 is when, yeah. And what's the estimated cost for the build? Is there a figure that's?
Yeah, it will be around 1,000. It's 1,000 crore rupees. In million, you can say 1,000 crore rupees.
12,000? Did you say 12,000? No.
1,000.
Okay.
Crores.
1,000. Okay.
Rupees.
Okay.
Indian rupees.
Okay. And who funds that? Is that something that the government fund, or is it privately funded as well?
It's funded by government only.
Okay.
Our organization itself is a government organization.
Right.
So
Okay.
everything comes from the government of India.
Does the government own all the airports in India then? Does the government own all the airports in India, or just those in the...
We own the airport.
Okay.
We have around 126 airports in India.
Yeah.
And the whole airspace, air navigation service also belongs to the government.
Yeah.
Same organization. It is Airport Authority of India.
Okay.
So not only the airport, we have the air navigation service also.
Yes.
The same organization.
Same, okay.
Yeah, that's the Airport Authority of India. So almost the whole airspace of India, along with the territorial water airspace also, as given by the International Civilization Organization, that's being controlled by Airports Authority of India.
Yes, okay, controlled by them, okay, perfect. And what has the reaction from your local community been, from the people, in terms of the disruption to them, if there has been disruption to them during the build, and how, and obviously for them, ultimately, it's going to be a great infrastructure and a great resource.
Yes, no doubt in that. Whenever there is a interruption is there, like flight cancellation or diversion, there's not a human cry. Almost every day you will find a lot of things published in the paper that people are stranded outside, etc., etc.
Okay.
But then we have to do with that. We try our best so that passenger flow is as smooth as possible.
Yes, yeah.
So media people, they have put their own right. We do our best actually to give passenger facilitation as good as possible within the existing infrastructure.
Yeah. Okay. And in terms of what the new terminal will have, obviously it will look new, but what will it? Will you have new technologies installed in terms of, will you have automated check-ins, or are you going with traditional check-in kiosks, or in the retail space? How will that change?
Yes, exactly. The new building which has come up, that will come with have a capacity of 4.5 million passengers.
4.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it will be a state-of-art terminal building. We have already designed that one. And like everywhere in the world, the first floor will be departure and the ground floor will be arrival. And the basement will be given to the airlines offices and all.
Okay. Okay. So
and of course, we'll try to introduce the latest technology which you were showing just now in this exhibition also I've seen. It's like even the baggage handling system and all these things, and even the security checks and all, and inline baggage machine and all these things which I've seen. We'll try to introduce all this new technology.
Okay. Who are you working with in terms of suppliers then on that side? Is it with CETA or?
CETA is
yes, you're with CETA.
We are the customers of CETA.
Okay. Okay. Are there any other suppliers that you're working with?
No, CETA is there.
CETA is the only one. Okay. Okay. And what would you say? What are the main obstacles you're facing in terms of the developments?
At present, our main obstacle up till now was the land acquisition actually.
Okay.
There was a problem, that's why we...
Because you're so restricted on the east and the west,
Actually, this airport is located right in the middle of the city. It's surrounded by the city. So acquisition of land is really a tough time.
Yeah.
So, but this time we got a lot of support from the state government.
Okay.
So we could acquire about 11.37 acres of land. So with that we are going ahead to construct a new terminal building. And along with that, we will be having about 14 parking bays.
Okay.
With 6 will be having aero bridge, 6 aero bridge, and total 14 parking bays. So I think we should be comfortable with that.
Yeah. And also when you were showing on your slide the way that the pushback and the turning of the airplanes will be much more fluid rather than them having to get around an aircraft. And which is, you don't think of something like that when you're just thinking about to look at it. It's very simple, but will be.
That is the short-term plan.
Yes. Okay.
That is immediately, maybe within 2 months, I'm going to introduce them.
Okay. Okay. So that's in 2 months.
Because now still there is a lot of demand. So from 36 arrival and 36 departure, we have now received a schedule of 51 arrival and 51 departures.
Okay.
So to cope up with that one, number one, what we have done, we have done 24-hour operation. We're going to start from 25th of this month.
Okay.
Up till now, we was not having 24 hours operation.
Yeah.
So we're going to start 24 operation from this month only, on 25th.
Okay.
So I'm reaching Patna airport on 24th. From 25th, we are going to start 24
hours.
Yes,
wow. You're going to be busy.
Yeah. And After that, we are going to make that design that parking bays also, which I have already shown. That from 4 bays, even the 4 bay among 2 bays was dependent on each other.
Yeah.
So the 6 bays which you are going to redesign, it will be independent. It will not be dependent on each other. So we can park 6 aircraft together. So that's going to be a lot of
free up a lot of space and the flow of the aircraft. And like you were saying with the aircraft that caught fire on the runway, you'll be able to alleviate those sorts of problems if something happens.
Yes.
And obviously the measures you mentioned yesterday, the measures you're going to have to take while the construction is ongoing, so the temporary tents outside the terminal and on the airside as well. Are there any other measures that you've got to, significant measures that you've got to kind of consider while the construction is ongoing? Or is it mainly just the flow of the passengers going?
Yes, exactly. When the construction will start the new building, because new building is going to come right in front of the existing building. Okay. So naturally, in front of the existing building, we have the flow of traffic, regular traffic. So that problem we are going to face actually, but we have already decided actually. So we will be deploying some traffic marshaller so that nobody is allowed to park the vehicle in front of the terminal building.
Right. Okay.
And we will be deployment of the state police also. And we are going to make a route in such a way that flow of traffic remains very smooth, I mean regular traffic. So otherwise, again, there will be jump right in front of the building itself.
Okay.
So that we have already thought something about that, how to face those challenges which are going to come up for the next 2-3 years.
2-3 years, yeah. And do you think, is the 2021 deadline reliable? Do you think you're on track? When did it start? At the end of last year?
No, the building will start. It's not started. It's going to start this year.
Oh, okay. It's this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So
but
it's
design, everything have been made.
Yes. Yeah. That's all signed off, but the actual construction will start. Okay. And in terms of the retail space, are you bringing in local brands and local shops, or is it mainly focused around duty free?
Actually, it will be a combination of local and the international.
Okay.
It's a combination of that.
Okay. And similarly with the airlines that are flying in, presumably you'll be able to increase your route development and grow your route development. But in terms of the airlines that you're serving, you're catering for at the moment, is it mainly regional, international, domestic?
In this new building which will come, we have a provision of the international operation also.
Okay.
There will be provision of custom, immigration, everything will be there.
Okay.
Now it depends on the airlines, which airlines want to come and operate from my airport.
Okay. And presumably then route development is something that's going to be big on the agenda once you've got the new facility. And do you have a big low fare element to your traffic at the moment? Is that low fare aircraft, low fare airlines? Do you have a big quota of low fare airlines serving the airport?
In fact,
it's big in India.
Low cost, many airlines they are low cost.
Okay.
In fact, low cost, because of that they are sustaining also. There are a lot of passengers they are getting.
Yeah.
Low cost. There's a
It's
worldwide phenomenon.
the demand. So everyone wants as cheap as they can get.
Cheaper.
So do you have any particular incentives that you offer to those airlines in order to attract them to the airport, or is it just the fact that you're developing, so there's a whole new facility?
The state government recently they have called me for a meeting actually. They are going to reduce the taxes on the aviation turbine fuel.
Okay.
So that's going to a lot of help for the airlines actually. Just want to high low for it.
Yes. Okay. So
that's mainly the cost is in the aviation turbine fuel only. So probably after going back, we'll have a meeting with the state government actually. So what they suggest, they are going to reduce the aviation turbine fuel taxes.
Yeah.
So that will attract new airlines.
Okay.
The cost will be much less.
Yeah.
That's right.
And presumably there'll be a greater job employment opportunities for the local population, so that's going to benefit them. The economy will grow.
That is,
tourism will grow.
Tourism will grow.
Outside of the airport, the tourism opportunities.
A lot of job opportunities for the local people especially.
Yeah.
Job.
Which is going to be important. Yeah.
And it has to be there.
Yeah.
Should be there.
And do you have a kind of, can you give me an idea of what you see for the future of airports in India and kind of the aviation sector in India, what you see, where you kind of see the areas of growth or what the vision is?
Actually, future aviation is very bright in India. The growth of the air traffic and the growth of passenger, even if you compare the last 10 or 5 years, it's grown like anything. My airport itself, I'll tell you, from 2016, 2017, 2016, 17 to this financial year, the traffic growth, the passenger growth, it has gone to 33.3%.
Okay, 3.3%.
So that's a phenomenal actually.
Yeah, that is impressive.
So that is everywhere in India, not only here.
Yeah.
So Even about 2 years back, my airport was non-profit making.
Okay.
But from the last 2 years, it has become a profit making.
Brilliant.
Because of growth of traffic. So it's everywhere actually.
You're seeing it across India, yeah.
Across India, all the airports.
And are there any measures that you've taken during this process that you feel would enhance or benefit other airports in terms of the learning process? Is there anything you would pass on to other airports when planning to develop their airports and develop the terminals?
Yeah, obviously. Because being in the custard airport where I'm working actually, I've seen every angle, in every respect, I've seen each and everything in very, very close proximity. So I know actually where the person can find difficulty. Like when the passenger enter inside the terminal building, what he expects actually.
Yeah.
Then normally, when the passenger, nowadays what passenger, he should not be touched by anybody.
Yes.
He should freely move.
Yes.
Whereas, and technology should be that he will be watched by everybody, but he will not know. He will be watched by security personnel, but he should freely move towards the terminal.
Around the airport, okay.
So, because every person has got a self-reset, he doesn't know if somebody will touch me or inquire about me, this one.
Yeah.
So that sort of technology should be there.
That you can, yeah, okay. Okay, and then just one more question. How many, do you know how many flights you're serving a day at the moment? How many flights are going out of?
At present it's 38 arrivals and 38 departures.
Okay.
But from 25th of April, 24th of April,
March, yeah.
we are going to increase, but slowly by the end of April it will be 51 arrivals, 51 departures.
Okay, by the end of April. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, amazing. Thank you. I think I've got everything I need there. If I have anything else, I have your email address. And then if you are able to send me some photos of the airport. You mentioned the video link as well.
I've taken your, so you can give me a card and just...
Yeah.